Welcome to the Degrees of Maternity podcast, your real dose of truth for the content creator. Episode 10 comes from the Blogging Truths Be Told series entitled, Why Can't I Just Blog? Today is a Blogging Truths Be Told day, so I have to come out with it, and here it goes. Have you ever just stopped in your tracks and thought, I really hate this part of my job, but I know I have to do it because it's a means to an end, a step to get me to my end goal? And maybe hate is too harsh of a word. Let's go with extremely dislike. That sounds more bloggingly correct. So have you? Stop to think about why you do what you do when you don't enjoy doing it. And if so, what makes you keep going forward with those tasks that you extremely dislike? Truly, I would love to hear your perspective on the matter. So comment away. And in the meantime, let me just share a thing or two about end goals. From my perspective, they're usually not easy. In fact, it almost seems as if they're actually designed to shuffle out some unpleasantries here and there for the goal seeker. Here, let me just give you an example of a few of my least favorite things, task-related, that are associated with or influence my blogging. I dislike. Number 1, search engine optimization. Does it even work? Really, people talk about it all the time, but are they just whistling in the wind and coincidentally seeing progress in their success based on longevity and consistency versus all their so-called tips and tricks regarding keywords and trendy stuff? I often wonder about this because it doesn't always seem that SEO is a one-size-fits-all solution for all content creators. I'm not knocking it though. If it works for you, it works for you. So I'll go with that. But I'd rather just blog for the pure enjoyment of the process rather than purposely worrying about the most advantageous words to utilize to draw attention from search engines that don't have a personal interest in my content. That's just my perspective on the matter. You can take it or leave it. Another one of those things, number 2, that I dislike, marketing. Well, what can I say about marketing? Can I say that it's not my cup of tea? Well, no, it's not. And I don't even like tea all that much. I will say this. No use in reinventing the wheel when I already created the whole wheel within 2 Blogging Truths Be Told episodes. So I'll need for you to check out the following episodes: Blogging Truths Be Told, Marketing is So Cringy, and Blogging Truths Be Told, Marketing is So Cringy Part 2. They'll give you all the info you need on my thought processes when it comes to marketing efforts. No need to repeat them here when you can go check them out there. Number 3, anything too technical. I dislike anything too technical because I'm not a techie. I've been very forthcoming with the fact that I'm not a technologically savvy person, and I don't want to be either. Tech, especially online variations of technology, just don't float my boat. I'm sorry. Everyone has certain tasks they gravitate toward and thoroughly enjoy, and tasks they'd rather assign to someone else, someone who enjoys the tasks they don't. And techie stuff falls in the latter category for me. Actually, I have a house full of family members who are so much better at technology than I'll ever aspire to be, including my 11-year-old. Too bad they're all busy living their lives and working on their own goals and have practically no time to take over all of the stuff I extremely dislike doing regarding technology. But I have to admit that they've managed to pull away from their busy schedules to take on some of my undesirables from time to time, which is much appreciated when it happens. And since I'm a solopreneur at this point in my creative entrepreneurial journey, I've had to learn a thing or two about online platforms and how to set them up and navigate within them just enough to be a little dangerous and actually get work done. But I'd much rather spend my time creating content that I and others enjoy and personally engage with human beings face to face instead of through a computer screen in meaningful ways that bring positive enrichment to their lives. The number 4 thing that I dislike, social media. Can I just say that I really, really, really don't enjoy social media? I don't even know if I should be telling you all this, but I really don't enjoy social media. It's just one of those means to an end things that I've been doing, going through the motions, but I don't have an actual liking for those outlets of communication. Twitter is short form content, so it's not like I can communicate there like I do here. The best I can do is just attach a link with my blog posts as they're published and hope I can gather some interest from the tweeters over there. But it seems like more people are interested in nonsense rather than common sense. So I'm a minuscule presence on Twitter. And then there's YouTube, which I had been completely non-active on for almost a year, I think about a year, after starting on it. And reason being, well, I'm just not a person comfortable with talking to the camera. And I don't know if I'll ever be. So I figured no use in wasting people's time over there until I'm ready to come full force with that platform. But guess what? I'm back. And number 5, there's several many nitpicky things that I dislike about what I do as a content creator. And I could definitely add more items to the list I've already given, but I'll reserve those extras probably for another time, perhaps. I think the big 4 that I've already mentioned are enough for now. Wait, okay, I'll give you just one more. Let's try photography. I am not about to become a photographer. There's no inkling of an interest in it for me at all. I don't even like to get my picture taken, so I'm definitely not a picture taker. That's why I say, thank you, Canva. You are my long lost but found photo taking friend. Now that you've heard my list of dislikes, I have to flip the script and mention that they all have their place in a creative's content journey. So no matter how much I hate to admit it, they just simply do. And that's why you've heard me state in prior episodes that I'm finding it necessary to search out these areas of discomfort and work on making them more comfortable. Let me tell you the 2 reasons why. Number 1, all successful creators turn challenges into learning opportunities that work in their favor. And number 2, Degrees of Maternity is not the only blog out there. There are so many other people vying for the same space and attention from others that I'm seeking. And I can't pretend that my content is more important than everyone else's, because it's not. Well, it's highly important to me, but you know what I mean. Everyone deserves to be heard and will be heard by someone out there. So I figured, give it your best shot, creatives. But just know these few helpful tidbits if you don't pick up anything else in what I'm saying in this episode. Know for sure that you will, number 1, work extremely hard in this creative space. Number 2, have tasks to do that you don't necessarily enjoy, but will get through because they are a means to an end, a goal. Number 3, you will wear all the hats, even the ones you don't want to wear, until you can get some help. Number 4, you will have to get used to being uncomfortable from time to time. Number 5, you will have to determine the tasks you're not proficient in and find out what you're lacking. Number 6, you will need to close the gap between the skills you lack and the skills you must possess to be successful at your creative goal. And number 7, you will need technology to do your job from here on out. Technology ain't going anywhere. But I still can't help but say, why can't I just blog? Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will plan on being back next time for some more blogging truths. Until then.